Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Maunishri. I am currently pursuing my MBA in Sri Venkateshwara College of Engineering, affiliated to VTU, Belgavi. So this video is part of Financial Management, which is a subject in MBA second sem. And today in this video, we will be learning about the working capital and what are the problems it arises when there are much funds for the working capital than required. So, firstly, working capital refers to the funds that business require to operate daily. So, the day-to-day expenses the business has to undergo in order to uh, operate their business. These expenses are called as working capital, and it is very important for a company to actually maintain the correct amount of working capital for the running of the business for the daily requirement. And it is also called as it is the difference between the current assets and the current liabilities of a company. As I said, the formula working capital is equals to the current assets less the current liabilities. Current assets include the property, inventory, and cash, debtors, and many other stuff. And current liabilities include all the expenses which are being incurred in the organization, maybe the wages, rent, utilities, or any of the interest paid, all of this. So when we subtract the current liabilities from current assets, we get the working capital, which is used for the company for day-to-day requirements for day-to-day running of the business. So what is excess working capital? Excess working capital is the amount which is in the company, which is more than the required amount, which it actually needs for the operation of its business. So what happens, what are the problems it arises when there is capital more than the needed? So there are various different factors defined or discussed in this video, which will lead to the which may lead to the disadvantages of the company, where the funds are being misused or unused, are left they're just simply kept in the organization where no use is happening, or many other such. We'll come to know one by one. So the first is the dangers of excessive working capital. What are the dangers for the company? What will it face? Suppose there is excess of working capital than required. The first one is no return on capital. The amount whatever we have in our organization is utilized for the working capital. The remaining amount or the excess amount is lying unused. So there is no interest for that. There is no return for that, and because we have borrowed the capital from the others, we have to pay the interest, but the amount is still there only. Suppose I have the requirement of 20,000, and I have the requirement of 20,000 in my organization for the day to day expenses, and I have 30,000 with me. So the 20,000 is utilized, the remaining 10,000 is remain unused, but for that 10,000 I have to pay the interest. I do not get any type of return. So this is called as excess working capital, and this will be a burden to the company. So the one will be overspending possibilities. So what happens when you have excess amount in you with you? What you do, you tend to spend more, because somewhere you can finish the work within the 5,000, but because you have extra 10,000 in your hand, you will not mind even if the cost exceed to 7,000. So here the 2,000 again is a loss for you, because you are just spending because only because you are having the money. So this will be a negative drawback. And unused funds and lower returns to investors. As I said, when we are using the 20,000, the remaining 30,000 is being unused, and we have to pay the return. We have to pay the interest. So there the profit whatever we are getting is being reduced. So suppose you are getting the profit only for the 20,000 rupees, and in that 20,000 you have to pay the interest for also the 10,000 amount which you have borrowed from the investor, and also it is, as it is being unused, you have to pay the interest, and that is being of no use for you. Simply you are going to pay the interest for them, and because of paying the interest for the unused money, your profit levels are also being reduced, and if your profit is reduced, and the investor's profit will also be reducing. So again, this will be a drawback for the investor as well as for you. The next one is inventory overstock. and bad debts. So when you have excess of money, you just go and get the stock. So there are possibilities of stock being destroyed or any theft being happening of the stocks, and no proper invigilation on the stock is no proper security is being kept on the stock, and all of this will happen. Suppose if these are occurring, again there will be a problem. If there is excess stock in the company, it's the responsibility of the company to keep a separate watch person or the security guard for that, to guard the equipment or the stock. And again, you have to pay him the wages or the salary for the time he has been invested in guarding that. And the amount whatever you have utilized in the amount whatever you are invested in the stock is still being there only. It's of no use being the stock being there only for 1 month or 2 months is of no use. So excess of stock is being just dumped there. And also because of this, your day-to-day operations will also be reducing. Suppose you do not keep any of the security on that or watch on this type of overstock, what happens, there are chances for theft. Any persons can come and just can there are chances for theft. And also, suppose proper care is not being taken, there are any chances that the stock can get, can get on fire or many other things. So these are also the disadvantages of overstock and over inventory. And overstock or over inventory is taken when you have excess of funds or excess of working capital. So these are all the main things or the things which are the dangers for the working for the company when there is excess of working capital. So what is the solution is, the company should always maintain adequate amount of working capital for its day-to-day requirement. Maybe it should purchase its requirement or working capital on a regular basis, maybe for 3 days or 4 days, and continuously maintain it on a regular basis. Suppose the company is having lesser than the amount or lesser than the quantity of stock than the required amount, again there will be a problem where there will be of the wastage of the hours of the work. The workers will have no time, no work to work. And again there will be some problem, you have to pay the wages for the same, even they are not working. Also, if they are in the organization, you have to pay them the work. And the proper whatever the task is being assigned, that may not be completed within the time. Suppose there is understock. So these are the problems. Always it's the responsibility of the manager and the company to look into the matter and also keep the adequate stocks or adequate working capital. So it should not be even over or under, overstock or understock, excessive or limits. So there must be proper the adequate amount of the working capital should be in the organization. That will lead to the progress of the company. So these are the disadvantages or dangers of excess working capital. If you have any doubt, please do comment down in the comment box. And thank you for watching the video till the end. Please do like and share my channel and subscribe to my channel and like and share this video. Thank you all.